This wheel has all the languages that I'm currently learning. Not fluent, but learning. And I'm gonna spin it. Whichever language it lands on, I have to practice it with a native speaker, no matter what my level is. That's the first challenge. The second challenge, I'm gonna spin the wheel again, and wherever it lands, I have to test my comprehension in that language. Поехали. Alright people, let's go ahead and spin this thing. It's actually been years since I practiced Spanish. I still remember the last time was in 2023 with an online teacher. And back then my level was A2. But since then I never actually consciously learned it, like watched videos and wrote notes or anything. I mean, occasionally while scrolling Instagram, I would see some Spanish learning videos. But other than that, no practice. Just don't laugh at me, alright? So, to practice with a native speaker, I'm going to be using Tandem, a language exchange community where you connect with people all over the world. They help you with their languages, and you help them with yours. You can talk using text, voice messages, audio calls, video calls, and Tandem is also the sponsor of today's video. Alright, let's create a profile real quick and find people. So you just put your basic information here. Let me choose a photo. Alright, got it. And if you want to download it, you can use this code or the link below for a 7-day access to the pro version. But it's only available to the first 100 people. And then you select the languages that you want to practice. Now they ask you about things that you like to talk about: travel, football, languages. What else do I like to talk about? Boxing, self-improvement, entrepreneurship, business. So after that, they take a while to process your application and then accept you. But if you use the pro version, you can skip the line and get accepted immediately. Alright, we got ourselves a profile. People are starting to pop up. There are many ways to find people. You can filter here. For example, by specific country or region, by age, and also by gender. Okay, so I got some people already. Let's try texting first. There's this guy, Munoz. So when you click on the conversation, there's this little icon here that translates for you. I know mucho gusto means nice to meet you, but you can just click here, English. Nice to meet you. So I can write back mucho gusto, como estás. You can correct yourself, correct your grammar. Let's try to make some mistakes. You can either click on grammar check or rewrite, and then it gives you the correct version. Let's send a message to Esteban. And you can also send voice messages, like I said. ¿Quién es el GOAT del fútbol para ti? ¿Messi o Ronaldo? Mucho gusto, Esteban. Y sí, soy aprendiendo español. What about you? Are you learning English? So someone sent me a voice message. Let's see.
Hola, muy buenos días. No soy mucho de fútbol, pero por la sencillez de los dos jugadores que me mencionaste ahora, me voy más por el argentino, por Messi.
Messi. So he said that he's not much of a football fan. And then he says something that I didn't catch. And then he chose Messi. Y ahora you are learning English, right?
Yes, en este momento estoy aprendiendo.
Muy bien. ¿Y por qué tú elegiste aprender inglés?
Estoy estudiando inglés porque quiero aprender el idioma. Me gusta mucho la música en inglés, aunque no la entienda. También lo hago por la carrera que estoy estudiando en este momento, que es integración social.
Let's see if I actually understood what he was saying. He said that he loves learning this language because he loves listening to music in English, but he doesn't understand it. He also wants to learn it for the career that he's studying for. I think that's what he said.
I'm learning English and Portuguese. What about you?
Yo deseo el mejor para ti con inglés. Estoy aprendiendo muchos idiomas como español, ruso. Y why do you want to learn English?
My English is so bad, but I want to speak with other persons, maybe for work, and I like...
La cosa más importante es de practicar, so you don't have to worry about your level. You are doing a great job. Let's see if we can get somebody on a call. It might take me a couple of days actually, but don't worry, I'll be right back once I find somebody.
3 days later.
Hola Isabel, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, estoy bien. Gracias a Dios. ¿Y tú?
Excelente, excelente, gracias a Dios. Y bueno, cuando vi tu perfil en Tandem, noté que a ti también te encanta viajar, ¿no?
Sí, sí me gusta viajar.
¿Y por por qué te gusta y qué sientes cuando viajas?
Me gusta viajar porque puedo conocer nuevas culturas, probar comida diferente y ver lugares increíbles que no existen aquí donde yo vivo.
Sí, soy de acuerdo contigo. Y para mí me encanta viajar porque te ayuda a abrir tu mente, ver cosas interesantes, conocer más culturas y practicar idiomas también. ¿Y cuál es la última vez que viajaste?
Acabo de regresar de un viaje, fui a Perú y Colombia. En Perú visité Machu Picchu y la montaña de 7 colores. Acabo de regresar hace 2 semanas.
Suena muy, muy increíble. ¿Y por qué tú elegiste estos dos países en particular?
Porque quería visitar Machu Picchu. Es el primer World Wonder que he visitado. Y Colombia, pues, es la tercera vez que visito Colombia. Me gusta mucho, tengo amigos ahí.
Es muy, muy increíble. Y para mí fue 7 meses que viajo, yo creo. Y fue a Turquía.
Ah, sí, qué lindo.
Sí, sí, es un país muy maravilloso. Y me encantó la comida. Es muy deliciosa, la gente, el idioma también y el café en particular. Estoy enamorado del café. Es muy, muy bueno. Es fuerte, pero me encanta el gusto.
A mí también me gustaría visitar Turquía algún día.
Sí, es, ¿cómo se dice? Highly recommended.
Te lo recomiendo mucho.
Te lo recomiendo.
Sí.
Sí. Y tengo una más pregunta para ti, Isabel, antes de irme. ¿Cuál es tu destino soñado?
Ahorita es Italia porque me encanta mucho el lenguaje italiano. Ahorita lo estoy aprendiendo.
Wow, es muy, muy increíble. Y para mí es Grecia, porque ha gustado desde pequeño. Es un país muy, muy maravilloso. Me encanta el idioma porque hay palabras griegas en todos los idiomas del mundo y me gusta la historia, la comida. Es un país muy, muy increíble para mí.
Ah, sí. Grecia también se ve muy lindo.
Sí, y por desgracia, ahora tengo que ir, pero muchísimas gracias, Isabel, para practicar español conmigo. Lo aprecio mucho.
De nada, tengas un lindo día. Muchas gracias.
I would say I understood about 80 to 85 to 90% of what Isabel was saying. But when it comes to speaking, it was kind of hard for me. I still remember a lot of phrases in the language, but at the same time, I forgot a lot. That's what happens when you stop practicing. So don't be like me, kids. But yeah, that's the thing about Tandem. It puts you in a situation where you challenge yourself. Because what are the chances that you're going to practice with a native speaker? They usually don't want to do that. They're just going to be switching to English. Even if they're your friends, they're going to be like, ah, this again. The second challenge, I'm gonna spin the wheel again, and wherever it lands, I have to test my comprehension in that language.
Oh my god, bro.
So to test my comprehension, I'm going to be exploring language parties here on Tandem. Language parties are audio rooms. One person hosts the party and invites other people to talk. You can get in and just listen to what they're talking about to work on your comprehension. Or if they invite you when you feel like talking, you can talk. They can be really fun. Also, if you're on the pro version, you can host your own VIP party. It's going to be private. You can just invite all your friends to practice languages. Alright, let's try to find a Russian language party. So if you want to get in, you can just click here on social. Then you get language parties and you got different languages here. There's an English one, Spanish, German. Let's check out the last one here.
Тогда плов.
Ой, это
Did he say
неотъемлемая
plov?
часть моей жизни.
Is he talking about the Central Asian dish, plov?
Ну, либо по старинке, да, Макдачка, просто заходишь,
Вот
говорит,
знаешь, Алекс, я тебе
биг тести,
признаюсь.
короче, картошка фри, двойной чизбургер.
I think they're talking
Я
about
тебе
food because
признаюсь,
he
я не
mentioned
понимаю,
potatoes.
надо. Вот вообще не переношу. Я еще могу, знаешь, где-нибудь KFC поесть. Мне очень нравятся тверские заведения, называется Chicken House. Я обожаю там
Yeah, they're definitely talking about food.
данного направления, поэтому я обожаю зеленый чай. молочный
Talking
буль.
about tea. She says she's a fan of green tea, зеленый чай.
Кстати, по поводу чая, Сергей, ты что сказал?
I understood a lot of words related to food and tea and travel. Even though it was still fast, I did not understand everything, but I got the main idea. It was really challenging for me. It was really fast. I know I've been learning Russian for a long time now, since last year, so my level should be at least B2 or something, right? But unfortunately, my schedule is usually so full, so I learn and I stop, on and off. That's why my Russian is still cooked. Let's continue exploring some other language parties. There's one for Chinese. I mean, I'm not gonna understand anything, but let me just try. Oh, so they're learning Chinese and French. Let's do it.
Pourquoi tu apprends le français?
Pourquoi pas?
He said, why do you want to learn French? And she said, why not?
Give me the reason why not.
Parce que j'habite en France.
Because he lives in France.
Apprendre français.
He's learning French.
Bien sûr, moi j'aime bien la musique. Non, c'est pas la musique. Des
She said, of
chansons
course,
en français.
I love songs
Parce
in
que moi
French.
j'aime bien chanter. Et
Oui.
puis c'est pour ça que j'apprends le français.
That's
Parce
why
que j'aime
she's
bien
she's
chanter
learning French.
des chansons. Et maintenant, je travaille avec des Français.
And now she's working with French people.
Travaille quoi?
Comme une secrétaire.
She's working as a
Assistant
secretary,
privé.
a
Pour
private
français.
assistant
À Bali.
in Bali. So yeah, language parties can be really fun, especially if you find one where they're talking about your favorite topics. These were the challenges for this episode. Maybe you can give me more difficult challenges for the next one. So guys, I highly recommend Tandem. It can be really fun as you've seen. You can combine it with whatever language learning methods you're currently trying. You can use those to learn for input and Tandem for output for practice. It's going to be really powerful. And the Pro version offers you a lot of benefits as you can see here. So if you want a 7-day access to the Pro version, click the link in my bio and use this code. And thank you so much for watching. Take care. Love you.